Program 5000 RH. That is the most flexible, lowest credit requirement program that we offer. And with that comes, again, like we talked about, as we go down on the product with regards to flexibility of credit, the rate goes up. It's got an inverse effect, right? The more flexible I am on the programs, the higher the interest rate for risk. Simple, right? The higher the risk, right? You want more flexibility, you're going to pay for it in a coupon. That's the bottom line. So this program, we label it at the top. If you look at the matrix right at the top, very simple. 1 day out of foreclosure. Simple. Self-explanatory. 5000 RH, recent housing. Everything that you see, we talk about a housing event. We're talking about a foreclosure, bless you. We're talking about a foreclosure. We're talking about a short sale. We're talking about all this stuff. And by the way, let me also mention to you, loan modifications, whether it's on bank statement or on full doc, are treated like a short sale. All those loan modifications are considered short sale, just so you're aware of. So when we see that on a credit report and says government loan modification or any kind of loan modification, we're going to ask for a modification agreement, and we're going to treat it as though the date that the modification was done, it's a short sale. It's important to be aware of that. Whether it's bank statement or any other program, that's how we view loan modifications, okay? So this program, our most flexible program, again, like the NP, will go down to 500 FICO score, but you'll see it's the formula is much easier to read. It's very simple. It's not even about mortgage lates. It's FICO based, you've got max LTVs and so on and so forth. If we do want to look at, the credit profile to gain an understanding, we would turn to page 3 of 7, if we're looking at the same, and you'll see, like the NP, we've got 500 FICO score minimum, right? With a 5000 NP also allows 500 FICO score, right? 0 times 90, settled on the BK13, 12 months on BK7 and 11, settled on foreclosure. So you got 1 day out of foreclosure. It foreclosed yesterday, and I just had a short sale yesterday. It's the worst scenario that we could have from a housing event standpoint. That's what this allows. Sure. So that's important to understand as far as the difference here. Now, one thing I do want to point out to you, just because we say recent housing, does not mean that we will allow a foreclosure bailout. That's not what we will allow. So an NOD filed would be ineligible for us. It's important to understand that. 120 days, whatever, on and on and on. NOD, this is not a foreclosure bailout. Part of that also has to do with back to ATR, right? If a borrower has reached that level, then the issue becomes, are we just basically taking them out and charging them a higher coupon, and are they going to go back into that NOD